supervisor, QA or QC personnel, shop coordinator, report organizer, rotating equipment repair technician, valve overhaul technician, machining technician.
Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at Waterseas Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
Welcome to Competitive Training Institute, empowering you with in-demand skills. At Competitive Training Institute, we equip you with practical, job-ready skills that open doors both locally and internationally. Whether you're aiming to become a qualified caregiver, certified plumber, skilled automotive mechanic, or want to learn a foreign language like French, Arabic, or German, and many more, we've got the right course for you. Our hands-on training, guided by experienced instructors and aligned with market demands, ensures you're ready to compete and succeed in today's job market. We don't just train, we help you get hired. Our job placement team supports you in finding meaningful work after graduation. We are proudly accredited by NITA, ensuring high standards in all we offer. Ready to begin? Call us on 020-200-192 or 0721 223081, or email us at competitivetraining@gmail.com. Your journey starts here. Let's build your future together.
You're watching CBS News.
Good evening, I'm Doris WAITHERA and this is CBS News at 9. Tonight we are looking at the aftermath of the Sabasaba protest as traders are counting losses worth millions. Now, traders in some parts of Kenya are counting heavy losses following widespread looting and destruction of property worth millions of shillings during the Sabasaba protest yesterday. Significant damage was reported in Meru, Kiambu, Murang'a, Kirinyaga, and Nyeri counties, where businesses were looted and in some cases set ablaze by demonstrators. Most of the affected traders were owners of supermarkets, clothing stores, and other retail outlets. In Makutano town, Meru County, demonstrators raided Maguna supermarket, looted goods, and later set the building on fire. In Mwea town, the largest rice miller in the area, Nice, was also attacked with properties worth millions of shillings stolen, but the building was not burned. Moving on, Isiolo Governor Abdi Guyo has denied all the charges brought against him in an impeachment case heard by the Senate. Appearing before the Senate today, the governor pleaded not guilty to 3 sets of accusations, that is, gross violation of the Constitution, abuse of office, and gross misconduct. In addition, the governor was accused of mishandling bursary funds. The Assembly claims that he did not utilize the funds in line with the approved budget, leading to a financial discrepancy of 30 million Kenyan shillings that remains unaccounted for.
Honorable Abdi Ibrahim Hassan, the Governor of Isiolo County, the charges against you, as received from the County Assembly of Isiolo, are as follows, and I quote: Ground 1, gross violation of the Constitution and other laws. 1, the governor has grossly violated Section 30, subsection 2, paragraph K of the County Governments Act by failing to deliver an annual State of the County address for the 3 years that he has been in office. 2. The governor has grossly violated Articles 201, paragraph D and paragraph E of the Constitution by employing a bloated workforce, including 36 advisors in the office of the governor. The governor has grossly violated Articles 10, Clause 2, Article 185, and Article 201 of the Constitution by refusing to implement the recommendations and/or resolutions of the County Assembly requiring the governor to control and manage the county public debt in a manner that undermines the authority of the County Assembly, thus resulting in unmitigated accrual of debt to unmanageable levels. Ground 2, abuse of office. That the governor has engaged in acts and omissions which singularly and collectively amount to abuse of office and gross violation of, among others, Article 201 and Article 232 of the Constitution. Honorable Abdi Ibrahim Hassan, how do you plead to the three grounds? Ground 1, guilty or not guilty?
I plead not guilty.
Ground 2, guilty or not guilty?
I plead not guilty.
Ground 3, guilty or not guilty?
I plead not guilty.
President William Ruto has conferred former United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon with Kenya's highest national award, the Chief of the Order of the Golden Heart (CGH). In a ceremony held at State House, Nairobi, Ruto praised Ban Ki-moon for his exceptional global leadership, his tireless advocacy, and unwavering dedication to building a peaceful, just, and sustainable world. In his acceptance remarks, Ban Ki-moon said it was humbling for him to receive such recognition in the country. The award comes ahead of the groundbreaking Global Center on Adaptation's new headquarters in Nairobi, a project closely linked to Ban Ki-moon's climate leadership.
Mr. President,
welcome.
It's a great honor.
As always, as it happens.
And I have one more secret reason to feel the deepest gratitude to you, Mr. President. After I stepped down from the United Nations as Secretary General and returned home, the first place I headed was Kenya. After a couple of weeks of relaxation and reflection, I felt rejuvenated by this great nation and was able to start on the next stage of my life and career. Kenya came to my rescue in a moment of need and served up a tonic that has helped propel me forward ever since. To close the circle, during September 2023, I was in Nairobi to participate in the Africa Climate Summit in my capacity as chairman of the Global Center on Adaptation. I was pleased that during the summit, His Excellency President Ruto kindly agreed to join the board of Global Center on Adaptation.
And in news just hitting our headlines, Moses Kuria, senior advisor to our president, has just resigned in his interest to follow his own personal interest. Now moving on, protests have erupted in Embu town following the arrest of Manyata, Member of Parliament Gitonga Mukunji, on July 7th over Sabasaba Day violence. The residents are now demanding the immediate release of Mukunji, who was arrested at the height of the Sabasaba Day protest. They blocked roads using stones as they burned tiles, paralyzing transport along Embu Kianjokoma Road. Mukunji was arrested at 3 p.m. on Monday during the demonstrations of allegations of inciting violence during the Sabasaba protest and was today arraigned at the Kahawa Law Courts. And Chief Justice Martha Koome has called on the police to exercise strict adherence to human rights standards when dealing with protesting Kenyans. Speaking on Tuesday morning during the swearing-in of members of the National Police Service Commission, NPSC, Koome told the law enforcement officers to avoid actions that could cause unnecessary loss of life. According to her, it was the responsibility of the police to differentiate between peaceful demonstrators and criminals who infiltrate protest to incite violence and loot property.
On one hand, members of the public must exercise their right to protest peacefully without carrying arms and without engaging in acts of destruction, looting, or vandalism of public infrastructure, such as government buildings, court infrastructure, and even private businesses. It's very painful for even a citizen to lose their property, which they have worked hard to put together. On the other hand, the police must respond with restraint, proportionality, and strict adherence to human rights standards, avoiding actions that could cause unnecessary harm or loss of life. It is also incumbent upon the police to distinguish between peaceful demonstrators and criminal elements, those who infiltrate protests to incite violence and loot, and to apprehend and process such individuals through our justice system.
Ngema MP claimed that ferried goons in a probox were brought to the area to cause chaos. He claimed the protests were peaceful in the morning hours, but on the arrival of goons who engaged the police and attempted to set the police station on fire, they turned violent, leading to loss of 2 lives. In a press statement issued on Monday evening, KNCHR Vice Chairperson Dr. Raymond Nyeris confirmed that by 6:30 p.m. Monday, the Commission had documented 10 deaths, 29 injuries, 2 abductions and 37 arrests in 17 counties.
There were no demonstrations from morning until around 5 or 6. That's when a group was ferried here. I then don't know from where. It was ferried to Kangema. They came with a probox. They started burning tires and whatever. And the people were astonished. And I want to thank the business community for Kangema because they regrouped immediately and they protected their businesses. But now the area that was left exposed is this market, because now the market is a government entity. Therefore, they pulled down the gate, they accessed the market, they broke the stores, they started burning some of the things around here. Now, when the police came, they threw stones to them. You see, this market has a lot of stones. Therefore, the police now contacted me. I told them, try to not to use any force. But they told me, can I talk with them? When I went to talk with them, I realized these are goons who have been mobilized. And one guy is known as from there, Canorero, who had mobilized them. Therefore, they could not listen to me. Then I called upon the business community also to help me with a few young men to be able to pull them out of here. Because we thought, let's not use police. Because we have so many cases of people who have been shot. And the police were cooperating. But now, immediately they were pushed from the market, they went to the police station. They fought with the police for around 2 hours. Within 2 hours, then it came to a point now they want to access, they became violent, they were intoxicated, they were drunk, and that's how we got fatalities of 2 people who lost their life. And we are so sorry to the families, we feel the pain.
We take a short break, we will be right back, don't go too far.
You're watching CBS News.
Join our team at AYTB in partnership with Competitive Manpower. AYTB is seeking qualified candidates for the following positions: Technical Advisor, QA or QC Personnel, Shop Coordinator, Report Organizer, Rotating Equipment Repair Technician, Valve Overhaul Technician, Machining Technician.
Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at WAITHERA Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
Competitive Manpower International Limited is recruiting delivery riders in the United Arab Emirates. If you have a passion for the road and a desire to work in a fast-paced environment, then this is your chance. Don't wait. Send your applications to competitivemanpower@gmail.com. Want to apply in person? Visit our offices at Kiko Road behind the Casa Hotel, KCB River Road, Nairobi. For more details, call us now on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. Act. First opportunities are limited. Secure your spot today and start your journey as a delivery rider in the United Arab Emirates.
Looking to build a better future in the Gulf? Exciting job opportunities in Saudi Arabia for Kenyans. Competitive Manpower International Limited is currently recruiting for a wide range of skilled and semi-skilled positions. We are now hiring helpers for 1,200 Saudi riyals, steel fixers at 1,500 Saudi riyals, shuttering carpenters at 1,500 Saudi riyals, masons at 1,500 Saudi riyals, charge hands at 1,500 Saudi riyals, foremen at 1,800 Saudi riyals, scaffolders at 1,200 Saudi riyals, welders at 1,500 Saudi riyals, and plumbers at 1,500 Saudi riyals. Call us today on 020-222-4844 or 0721-506627 or 0733-392180.
Join our team at AYTB in partnership with Competitive Manpower. AYTB is seeking qualified candidates for the following positions: Technical Advisor, QA or QC Personnel, Shop Coordinator, Report Organizer, Rotating Equipment Repair Technician, Valve Overhaul Technician, Machining Technician.
Contact us today on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. You can also visit us at WAITHERA Plaza, Kikorok Road. Alternatively, you can send an email to info@competitivemanpower.com. Apply now. Limited slots available.
Welcome to Competitive Training Institute, empowering you with in-demand skills. At Competitive Training Institute, we equip you with practical, job-ready skills that open doors both locally and internationally. Whether you're aiming to become a qualified caregiver, certified plumber, skilled automotive mechanic, or want to learn a foreign language like French, Arabic, or German, and many more, we've got the right course for you. Our hands-on training, guided by experienced instructors and aligned with market demands, ensures you're ready to compete and succeed in today's job market. We don't just train, we help you get hired. Our job placement team supports you in finding meaningful work after graduation. We are proudly accredited by NITA, ensuring high standards in all we offer. Ready to begin? Call us on 020-200-192. or 0721-223081 or email us at competitivetraining@gmail.com.
You're watching CBS News.
And welcome back. Remember to continue engaging us on all our social media platforms at CBS News. Now, the United Opposition has issued a statement condemning the violence and human rights abuses that occurred during recent Sabasaba protest. The statement highlights the presence of armed gangs, including hooded individuals operating alongside police officers, and the targeting of human rights defenders. It also calls for the immediate arrest and prosecution of those responsible for attacks on human rights organizations and journalists.
Yesterday, armed police officers patrolling our streets shouted very clearly, "Niko na ruhusa ya kukuua, leo utalala kwa fridge." meaning we have the permission to kill you. And today, you will sleep in the mortuary. A confirmation of Interior CS Murkomen's shoot-to-kill order issued to the police recently. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the press and the international community, this is the state of our nation under the rogue Ruto regime that does not listen to anybody anymore. In 2.5 years, Ruto has turned our security apparatus into Haiti-type militia gangs who just kill aimlessly without a second thought, as instructed by the Ruto CS, Mr. Murkomen. Even in the full glare of the media, local, regional, and international, the social media, the British police force and state-sponsored militia are not phased. The rights and freedoms guaranteed under our Constitution, 2010, do not stop these state-sponsored militias. They are well aware that they are protected by superiors, and the buck stops with Mr. William Ruto.
Now, DCP officials Sarah Wanjiku Odega and Peter Kinyanjui were today arraigned at Kahawa Law Courts over Terrorism Acts. The two are formally charged with alleged arson and destruction of multiple government offices, including the Kikuyu Law Courts, in what authorities are classifying as a terrorist act. The charges stem from an incident that occurred on June 25, 2025 in Kikuyu area, Kiambu County. The two are accused of orchestrating an attack that led to extensive damage of government property.
So abduction, we submit, is a legal term that has legal interpretation, and what transpired is not an abduction, Your Honor, but an arrest. They've equally, Your Honor, submitted that there were other charges that were facing the two accused persons before this court. You know, with all due respect to counsel, there are no charges that were before any other court in the Republic of Kenya.
And so that the court's hands are not stained with the blood and the illegalities, like the acts of abduction and violence that was witnessed at Roiro. Your Honor, applied to this particular case, the issue is simple. The accused persons, once an order has been made, and it used to be civilized a long time ago, once an order has been made that a person has been admitted to bail, it must mean at the very minimum that that person must spend a night in their home, in their house.
In Mombasa, women activists are actively promoting peace through various initiatives, including peace campaigns, advocacy for women's rights, and empowerment programs. They are organizing events and initiatives to promote unity, peace, and cohesion, not only in Mombasa, but countrywide.
Hivyo leo hawa ni mabalozi wataenda mashinani, na hawa mabalozi wataenda ana kwa ana katika kila mtu yoyote ambaye anajiita kiongozi. Pia tutahakikisha kwamba hawa viongozi wote kuanzia nyanja ya chini mpaka kwa rais wanahakikisha kwamba wanasaini mkataba wa amani. Na sisi pia na nchi za diaspora ambao ni wa Kenya tutahakikisha kwamba kwa sauti moja tunataka Kenya iwe na amani.
Tunaomba serikali yetu ya Kenya ikae na majensi, waangalie tofauti ya Kenya ni kitu gani na tofauti ya majensi ni nini. Hawa ni watoto tumezaa na wamepotea kiolelaolela kwa sababu ya mambo ya kisiasa. Mimi naomba watoto wetu, naomba mama Kenya, ukitoka hapa next nafikiri sijui utaenda Nairobi ama wapi, so that tuongelee amani, watu wajue unataka amani aina gani. Hatupingi mtu kuandamana, tunakubali, lakini tuandamane na peace ili Kenya isivurujike.
And the government has launched a fresh crackdown targeting foreign nationals from Burundi, Rwanda, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Uganda's Wagisu community residing in West Pokot County over suspected involvement in cannibalism and human organ harvesting. Addressing the press on Tuesday afternoon, West Pokot County Commissioner Halif Abdullahi said the decision was arrived at following a security committee meeting held in the county after 13 suspects were arrested in connection with cannibalism and organ harvesting.
The County Security Committee in its meeting today has directed to vet all aliens from Burundi, Rwanda, Congo, and the community of Wagisu, who have been all suspected to have been involved in this heinous crime of cannibalism and harvesting of organs, to be vetted afresh by the Sub-County Security Committee so that we know their intentions here in Kapenguria, Makutano, and Bendera areas. The prime suspects who have confessed to killing and eating the corpses were living along a road reserve within Bendera. Today, I have directed that this road reserve to be reclaimed, and we are going to flatten all those structures they were living in within Bendera by close of business today. We have also thwarted attempts by the youths who have planned to march to Kapenguria police station to free and unleash the suspected cannibals.
Let's head to Tana River County now. Disbursement of bursaries in Tana River has stalled due to a standoff between the county government and the county assembly. Senator Mungatana has urged both sides to resolve their differences so distribution can resume without further delay.
Wabunge wa county na governor hawajaelewana, na ndio maana kuna shida ya basari, pesa hazitoki. Lamu hapa zinatoka, hapo juu Isiolo zinatoka, hapa Garissa zinatoka, Mombasa kwa Buswama zinatoka, Kilifi kwa Mngaro zinatoka, lakini Tana River hazitoki kwa sababu kuna shida ya maelewano kati ya wabunge wa county na gavana wa county. Tunajaribu kutatua hizo, tunaomba Mungu tutazitatua pengine kabla miaka haijaisha.
Let's get sporty. Faith Kipyegon and Beatrice Chebet are back in Kenya after their record-breaking performances at the Prefontaine Classic in Eugene, Oregon. Both athletes achieved significant milestones, with Kipyegon reclaiming and breaking her 1,500-meter world record and Chebet setting a new world record in the 5,000-meter race. They were welcomed back with a red carpet reception organized by Athletics Kenya, acknowledging their achievements as game changers in the sports.
Mpaka nimeenda Eugene ku break my own world record. Hiyo ilikuwa mzuri sana. Nimefurahi na shukuru Mungu. Hii ni huge achievement kwangu ku break my own record every year, like kuanzia 2023 mpaka sasa bado na break my own record.
Na furaha being the first woman to break a barrier ya 14, na mimi nasema I'm so happy for myself and kitu nasema tu ni for now just focus on World Championship Tokyo. Main goal ni hiyo.
As a Ministry of Sports, we have supported these athletes and we will continue to support them to make sure that they get all that they require to be able to perform well in the World Championship and even in other events that are coming up.
As we wind up, we would like to remind you of the breaking news that the senior advisor to the president, Moses Kuria, has just resigned to pursue personal interest. May you continue getting informed and engaged with this bulletin. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Doris WAITHERA. Have a good night.
You're watching CBS News.
Competitive Manpower International Limited is recruiting delivery riders in the United Arab Emirates. If you have a passion for the road and a desire to work in a fast-paced environment, then this is your chance. Don't wait. Send your applications to competitivemanpower@gmail.com. Want to apply in person? Visit our offices at Kiko Road behind the Casa Hotel, KCB River Road, Nairobi. For more details, call us now on 0721 506627 or 0733 392180. Act. First opportunities are limited. Secure your spot today and start your journey as a delivery rider in the United Arab Emirates.
You're watching CBS News.